This is Philip Nylander, KA4TVR. We're going to test the user friendliness of the Flex Maestro with my brother, KK4TVR, Eric Nylander. He has no experience with this unit other than seeing it on the internet, YouTube, and various other things. Eric is a licensed ham general. This is my nephew, Charles Parker Jr. He's just going to watch and also evaluate this unit from a non-ham viewpoint. Now, Eric,
non-ham viewpoint.
He's also a technically minded young man. Why don't y'all say hello to the camera? Say, hey, how y'all doing?
Hello. How you doing?
This is Eric, and that's little Charlie, my nephew. So start by taking the button on the top of the unit, top left hand, holding it down till the screen lights up. Do not damage the unit, please. Hold the button down. Got to hold it down till the light.
Was it supposed to fall off?
Nope.
Oops.
Okay. Now let it alone. It's got to boot up.
It's got to boot.
It's got to boot up. All right.
Now this is the Flex Radio Systems Maestro.
That is correct. That's
this is in addition to the Flex Radio System that would normally run through a computer, and then that would be the interface to the video monitor.
You cannot run the video monitor in this unit at the same time upstairs.
This frees you up from actually having to.
You do not have to have a computer to run this. That's still booting up.
Okay. Ooh, pretty. Today we'll be using the Yaesu MD100.
Pay attention to the splash screen, please.
Now
we may have to readjust the orientation of this. Okay, click on that.
Okay.
Hit connect.
Connect.
Now, click on the middle green icon.
Middle green.
Do not touch the top one.
Do not touch the top one.
Nope. Now hit update.
Update.
Yeah, this is going to take a few minutes, so we're going to pause the video while it does this.
If you notice, it's got some bulk to it, so it's not a cheap piece of equipment. It's got some bulk to it.
So let's take a pause here while this updates the software from upstairs.
We're going to take a pause.
Yes, we are. Okay, we're at the shack of KA4TVR with my nephew, Charlie Parker, who is not a ham. Raise your hand, Charlie. Hey!
Hi!
And my brother, Eric, who's an almost freshly minted ham. His call sign is KK4TVR. And they're going to do a double-blind test. If they fail the test, I will put out both their eyeballs. You're
going to need a chair.
So there's two chairs over there. So Eric is going to try the Maestro.
We'll check and see what you got in your backpack. Or is he packing?
I don't know.
Will he need to be packing?
I see this video is going to need some heavy editing to make the G rating.
I don't think it should be edited at all.
I think you need to follow my directions. Because you're in here on my good graces.
That's good.
Yes. My theremin's right next to Charlie. You can see the wood here of the theremin. We're not going to be doing that today.
Did you do the Edwin Woodhead speed reading course? I'm not quite certain where that is. Okay, that's good.
Now, Eric, are you ready to try out the new Maestro? And Eric's had no formal instruction. He's just watched some videos and seen people play with it. He knows it's a neat item. So we're going to have Eric use the Flex Radio Maestro for the first time. And he's going to give us a blow-by-blow description of what he thinks about it. So you're getting humor from that statement.
Yeah.
You're having...
a chair? Yeah, I use a wooden one.
You're supposed to be my... Okay. Eric? Little Charlie. Okay. Do y'all like my shack here?
You're an oak.
Do y'all like my shack?
You have a nice shack. Nice shack.
I'm glad.
Nice shack. I like your rack. Yep.
There's my rack right there. Then I have some desktop racks here.
Shall we, Charlie? Should we go explore? Let's go explore the realms of amateur radio with software-defined radio systems made by Flex Radios.
That's why it's called that.
software defined means
They're going
that-
to try the Maestro out. Tell us what you're going to do.
Yeah, well, the software-defined radio means that it's like a computer that's running a ham radio. Basically, there's
That's not right either, but keep going.
well, anyway, you know, I don't know whose video this is.
It's mine. It's my camera in my house and my Maestro.
So
Of course,
anyway,
it's
we're
my
going to go
video.
over here. This is the Maestro, which is a standalone feature that allows you to
run?
bypass a PC.
You don't need a computer to run. You have actual
Because
knobs.
this has its own built-in.
This has
monitor and
actual
built-in knob.
real knobs to play with, and not virtual knobs. So let me reposition the camera here. So let's stand.
Reposition the camera.
Let's stand
Charlie's going to
by.
grab his chair.
Let's stand. Let's pause for a second while I reposition the camera. Okay, we have Eric Neidlinger here. He's started playing with the Maestro for the very first time. You have some other controls there. I'm going to let you find your own way with this device. I'm not going to give you any instructions.
All right. First of all, you got VFO-A, which is from here, over. VFO-B from here over to here. Right now, we're not going to mess with VFO-B. For those people who don't know, VFO is mainly variable frequency oscillator that you tune the radio with.
It's called a tuning.
Now, we don't really see anything.
Hit the little arrow on the bottom there. There's a little issue. Now, why is it doing that?
That was the beam when you hit the lower arrow.
I thought I was doing pretty good.
Okay, we're back with Eric. He's trying to give a technical explanation to my nephew. Say hello again, Charlie.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Hey, did you ever see the Hunt for Red October?
I did.
That looks like they're similar.
Yeah, it was kind of like a ghost setup. If they said, what do they call it? The worm drive?
Yeah.
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar drive. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Start.
We're not talking about the Hunt for Red October. We can talk about.
Insufficient battery power. Now what do we do?
Ignore it.
Is it okay?
Yes, that's a freshly charged battery. That's one of those bugs that keeps coming up.
Okay.
This is not a finish. I mean, they have version 2 of the software will. I mean, this is the preliminary release of the Maestro software. One of the preliminary releases.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do. This is a software-defined radio, so this is a touch screen, and this really frees it up. This also frees you from running through a computer, which would take this image.
You could look at me while you're
project
talking about
and
this.
project it onto this screen here.
You could look at me while you're saying this.
Well, yeah, you could have the camera sitting right here, but now if I wanted to turn my
He's being
volume up, you'd have an
Charlie?
AF knob here.
Is he being difficult?
I don't know, he's your brother.
Okay.
I'm not, I'm gonna remain neutral like switcher.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Kind of like the
this
switch.
is your audio, and this is your automatic gain control.
Right. This basically serves it's almost like an RF gain,
RF gain.
similar to that.
Now, if I wanted to go into a menu system, I could just simply take this VFO knob for VFO-A, push it in, and then I come up with this.
You can also
and
get
kind
in-
of push and hold. If
You
I
can
want-
get into it another way by just hitting the frequency display.
That's true. And I can press this and go back out, or I can come up here
That's
and
easier.
change my frequency and go to say 3.885. Whoop, backspace. 885. Enter. And then get out of it.
There you go.
So I'm on 3.885 here. Now there's nothing really happening.
I see a carrier a little bit below you on the pan adapter.
And I see the carrier.
That's an
here.
AM carrier, by the way.
So if I want to go and change throwing lower sideband here, if I want to change it, I
Hit
can
your
come over
frequency.
right there.
Yeah, there you
Come
go.
over to AM, and then I can tune over either with my VFO knob here, turn this up, or I could do this and just simply come over and do that. Yes, I thought I could.
Hold it there for a second.
No.
I thought I could touch and bring it over there.
Double tap.
Double tap?
Yeah.
Did it? All right, double tap it.
Well, you can tap it one time. You just didn't tap it firmly enough.
All right, now what's happening right now is that during the summertime, AM is highly susceptible to static crashing from
Or lower bands, period.
electrical storms.
It doesn't matter what your mode is.
As a matter of fact, so right now, all that static is a result of lightning activity across the United States and the world for that matter.
Okay, we're not talking about meteorology. Talk about the radio accessory there in front of you.
So we have,
Are we talking about nuclear fission? No.
no. So I could turn this up. There's somebody on 3885 right now, and there's somebody on 3852. And I can do this. If I'm kind of off,
Yes, you are.
I could simply tune in here and go up to 3885 here.
Charlie,
Yes.
he sounds like he's doing pretty good. He's never touched this thing before. He's not doing bad at all. You say that's true? Charlie.
I believe that would be a true statement.
Yeah, okay.
Now right now there's somebody on 3880 AM.
Well, 80 meters is pretty noisy this time of night, and why don't you see if you can look at 40 meters?
40 meters. If I wanted to look at 40 meters, Charlie, you could either do it this way, push and hold, or touch here. So how would you like to do it?
Push and hold.
All right, go ahead. Now 40 meters would be 40. 40, it's like another channel, a band.
It's a band.
And if you see wherever you have a spike here on your readout,
This made a noise when we did that.
yeah. because
Yeah, the
you see-
radio has relays inside that
Okay, I
clip.
heard a relay
So now what you can do is pick every one of these spikes is somebody talk.
or a carrier.
Why don't you show him how to expand it, Eric, since you seem to be an
So if you
expert?
want to expand it, you just
Oh, just
You
like
do
a
this.
smartphone.
exactly.
Now, is there a difference between some of these peaks or some of these spectrums are a little wide? How is that different from one that's just a tiny spike?
That's those are carriers, which is basically either weak carriers from signals or probably foreign broadcast. So this is 40 meters.
That sounds like Star Wars.
If you revamp it, modernize it,
7256.
retrofit, and all this kind of stuff, then, it's not...
Now, because this is sideband.
Radio, but it's...
Are we on sideband? Lower sideband. See that?
Just like there's a number...
If this was AM, you would be seeing this a mirror image on this side of the line too. Because it's lower sideband, you're only using this much of the band.
Oh, I want to tell you, I think if I remember right, in a
Now, if I wanted to-
radio, they actually had, because that was...
How do we do
that
notch?
battery was an 80-volt battery.
You pull up your your big menu by hitting the frequency control.
Remember this? I'm pretty sure they used a 50-volt tube in there, a 50C.
It's easier if you hit the other one. There's A and F.
A 50C5.
A and F.
Go ahead.
A and F right there. You see it? It has a threshold control too. Now also on the main display, the main
What I want
setup,
to do is notch. If I wanted to notch.
that's an automatic notch. The manual notch has not been implemented in software yet.
Okay.
Now see the little F2 button? That's illuminated green to your right. To your right. To your right.
Yeah.
That's been programmed for auto notch. And F1's been programmed for noise reduction. F1. And you can set the threshold for that back in the main menu.
Now your digital noise reduction, where is that?
F1, you were just in it.
That's it?
Did you program that, or did,
Yeah, you can customize those.
like function keys on the keyboard?
Gets
Yeah,
rid of
you-
all that background noise, but it's almost...
See, those
Yeah.
those three buttons have 6 functions you can assign to them.
Okay.
It just basically depends on how long you press the key.
How long have you?
Now, I can't see that over here. Why don't you push that back where everybody can see that,
I
Eric?
can see it. I can see it.
Now, the thing is, because we're using that, we can't hardly hear it.
Well, you have your variable bandpass and the other controls you can adjust. Now, go to the knob to the next to the volume to the right. To the right of the volume control knob.
What is that?
That knob's there.
What about it?
Play with them.
See what I'm doing there?
Now do this. Do the inside one.
It only goes to that
Yeah,
side.
with the cursor.
That's because you're on lower sideband.
go wider, you can move the cursor.
No, that'll actually change the frequency.
Sorry.
So this will change the frequency here.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
See there? So we can go like we did. But there's
But that's
no like-
AM. That's a broadcast AM station there.
Here. Right here.
Let me hold your drink, buddy.
You're making him nervous.
Yeah, I'm very nervous around him.
I have privileges from 71. So what I'm doing, I have my general class